What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, man, like I said, man, the channel is alive and the content is coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to do my best at giving y'all something, either if not every day, every other day. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, if you notice the patterns, the video's been coming every other day. I'm gonna even try to speed it up. Man, if I can get to the point where I'm giving y'all 2 a-days, that would be, our ultimate goal. But as you can see from the title of the video, that might very so happen because we dealing with multiple topics. So I might have a day trading video, sneaker review that might get uploaded in the same day. So y'all might be getting double content. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep our fingers crossed. But first thing first, if I'm gonna do that, like I said, I need y'all to support me on the other end. I need y'all to hit this like button, that thumbs up button. Make sure you turn them notifications on so you don't miss none of this good stuff, blah, 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 blah. And it's a little G Sneaks logo in the corner that I put. Make sure you hit that to subscribe. You don't want to miss none of this good stuff because we're diving into some crazy stuff at this point, especially with the title of the video. I'm at this point because I honestly feel like if you resell shoes, this could be a next step for you because you're already dealing with, some of the same tools that we use and reselling shoes are some of the same tools they use to trade stocks back and forth, like, fundamental trading and analytical fundamental trading. It's the same thing when you selling like Bread 11s or any OG colorway, a sneaker. We already know what this stuff is. You already know it's gonna sell. You already know you're gonna get some orders. You already know what's the price point. You already know, you know what I'm saying? So that's like fundamental way of trading stocks. You know what I'm saying? The history, the old fashioned. You already know. You've been looking at this shoe since the original date of it coming out, the colorway. You know everything about the shoe, what Mike did in the shoe, blah, 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 especially if you're watching Last Dance. And that's really like a fundamental way of trading. And then the analytical way is like, I would say like Jordan 1 mids. Like who would knew Jordan 1 mids would even pop the way they did and people would be making the money off a Jordan 1 mid, something that wasn't even being bought or sold nowhere near like it was 3 to 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, a lot of people wasn't even wearing mids. I wore mids because of the colorways. Like, I remember copping the Air Jordan 20, Air Jordan 1 20 mid. I remember buying that in like, 2010, whenever that shit came out. But that's me being heavily into sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Some colorways, no matter what the shoe is, some shoes are just so sweet you're gonna buy it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I really believe trading shoes and reselling shoes has gotten me ready to this point. And I think the next step in life is to, start day trading and start really messing and digging deep into the stocks. Let me see. I've did stocks before. Like I remember my first intro to stocks was like, 401ks and stuff like that. When I used to work for Comcast, I had a 401k, and 401k really, a company will tell you to invest in your 401k and we'll match up to a certain percentage dollar that you put in. And then the company just takes that money and invests it into itself or, other companies. And, that's how 401k works. So that was like my first intro to the stock market. But then after that, I messed with a couple of apps because I always wanted to do it before, but never really sat down and had the time to do it. So now I'm really pushing the envelope, especially with the quarantine and everything like that. I'm like really, sitting down and teaching myself, especially like with the software, Thinkorswim, as you can see. I'm like really, learning the software and learning how to, learning these graphs and these patterns and these strategies and things like that. I'm really diving in, taking my time, giving myself like checkpoints, watching videos, reading books and everything like that. So I'm really just sitting down being tedious because there's no rush. There's absolutely no rush. I'm gonna get to where I'm trying to go, but when I get there, I want to be 100% ready. So I'm just taking my time and learning, especially I got my composition book. Like, I feel like anything that come out of composition book is gonna be dope, whether it's a song, a movie, a book, or anything that comes out of composition book usually fire. So I've been taking all my notes, my definitions, my terms, my strategies, just taking time and just looking everything up, getting the definitions, how does it apply to this, how does it apply to that, and just really teaching myself the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm self-taught on a lot of things. Like I went to college and graduated, but I didn't take many classes on anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shooting and editing videos. I'm self-taught. You know what I'm saying? Mixing and mastering, creating music. You know, I'm self-taught on that. All the music that you hear me put out, I mixed it to a certain point. But if I wanted to get it like master for radio, I sent it off to a guy that I know. But a lot of music that you hear from me, like I recorded myself, I mixed it myself, you know what I'm saying? And that's just being self-taught, you know what I'm saying? Just getting a book, watching some tutorials, some videos, and just learning how to use the software. So I think that's one of the key things that I need to dive in to learn how to use this software, because you don't want to not know what you're doing on any aspect. So that's another thing. I've been really digging my teeth into learning the software. On the other hand, as just learning the words, the terms, and how stocks work and everything like that. So I can just master both sides of it. And then if you can do that, then the money just piles on. Yeah, with the money, it would be a great, if I can at least if I can get like just as good as selling shoes as trading stocks, oh man, the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? We'd be able to, you know, resell shoes to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? The opportunities that come from it. Because I mean, I feel like chasing shoes, how we chase them, how, you know, it's very competitive with the shoes. Chasing shoes, it's so time consuming. You know, you hitting a store, as soon as the store open, you going to 10 stores a day to see what you can find, blah, 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 blah. That's like the analytical stuff with the mids and all that. Chasing those shoes on the, you know, that shit was time consuming. And I think focusing on the everyday money, the hustle money, blah, 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 it made me lose vision a little bit on the bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? And like really planning and working things out for the future to make that big money down the line. Now, mind you, the money was good, but it's not like that change your life money. You know what I'm saying? I think at 30 years old, I'm ready for that change your life money, you know, change your whole family's dynamic of where we consider, you know, going from middle class to upper class. I think that's the type of money they're ready for. You know, me being 31 years old now, I'm really done with the physical labor. I'm done with it. That's like my slogan. That's my thing right now. I don't want to do no physical labor. I want to use my brain. I want to anything I'm making money off of, I want it to be a mind thing. Like I'm doing it. It's a skill that really lives in my head, and not necessarily I'm doing with my actual body. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for physicality only can take you so far, but your knowledge can take you to the end of time. So that's like my motto right now. That's like I'm really what I'm big on. And I'm just, you know, I'm kind of grateful that, you know, the Corona thing happened, because it slowed everything down. With them closing the stores and closing everything up, it forced you to think differently. Now, I wasn't really hurting for no cash, but it forced me to take the time and just be like, okay, well, what's the next step? You know what I'm saying? Do I really want to be like, and maybe, because this ain't gonna be the last time we have something like this happen. I'm knocking on wood, but crisis happen all the time, and it's always gonna be something. And I think the coronavirus just showed us that we ain't necessarily as prepared as we think we are. So the possibility of something happen, it can happen. So I think at the next step, I just want to, you know, let's make sure that my family is always good forever to the end of time. So I think that's where we at with it right now. So like I said, man, just walk this journey with me. I'm going to get these videos up. I'm going to take you on this whole day trading thing with me. You know what I'm saying? From my first trade to live trade, you know what I'm saying? Like the other YouTubers do. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole process to the down the line. So when I do start trading my first account, all right, we're gonna start with this much money in it, and we're gonna see what we can grow this to, just so I can be an inspiration to somebody else out there that you can learn from me and create your own, and, you know, just hustle up on some more cash, provide a life for yourself or your family that, you know, you didn't think you might once have. You know what I'm saying? Anything is an option. So, like I said, I appreciate the love of everybody. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Part 2, how to resell part 2 is coming. More YouTube videos coming most shoe reviews, car reviews. I'm gonna give me some car reviews up because you know I love cars. So like I said, man, we dabbling. And the thing is, this stock right here, you already know what stock this is. It's Nike stock. You know what I'm saying? That's Nike stock that I've been analyzing. So that's one of the stocks that I'm paper trading with, and I'm learning how to trade on a Nike stock because I want to see what the stock does. My curiosity is taking me to what do Nike stock, because there's no Jordan stock, I believe. I've been looking for it and I can't find it. I had to look it up to see, but I don't think there's no Jordan stock. But what does Nike stock do on release days? I'm really curious, you know what I'm saying? Even though the stock market, most of the stock market is only open from, Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 4. So most release days are Saturdays. 90% of them are Saturdays. So we know that the stock market is closed, but what does a Nike stock do leading up, and when does the market open back on a Monday? Like that whole weekend after hours trading, like what happens to that stock? And that's what I'm really trying to figure out. Like, is there a correlation between a release day and the stocks on that day or around that time? So do people buy into Nike like Friday, you know what I'm saying, before the market closes to see what, and that's swing trading. You know what I'm saying? And anything like that, like buying it, holding it for a couple of days and seeing what it does, that's swing trading. Day trading is buy and sell within minutes, within the same day. So yeah, that's another video though. But you see, I'm learning. You see, I'm really like teaching myself this stuff. So I appreciate y'all, man. Just continue to ride and you know, support and vibe with your boy, because I'm gonna take you somewhere. Because this channel is all about knowledge, learning, informing, and getting money. If you want to see a prank video, go hit up Dog. If you want to see me bust a water balloon head over my girl, you got to go to Dog channel for that. You know what I'm saying? You can't come here because that's not what we doing. We all about the uplifting and just, you know, making money and staying informed. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the type of person you is, hit that subscribe button, hit it right there. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to appreciate it. We're gonna figure this shit out together. So I appreciate the love once again. Make sure you hit that notification so you don't miss you don't want to miss none of this good stuff. So I appreciate the love. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Let's get it.